Hello friends, and welcome back to the Brockopp side. Today we got ourselves a Blu-ray review for SHAZAM in 4K Blu-ray. I'd like to purchase some of your finest Blu-rays, please. So as you can see here, I just got myself the basic 4K Blu-ray because unfortunately my Best Buy was completely out of their really cool 4K steelbooks by the time I got there, so I probably should have pre-ordered that, but that's unfortunate. And weirdly enough, Target didn't have an exclusive for this one for once, which is odd because they usually, for the DC movies at least, have like the, the lenticular digibook thing, but they didn't have one for this one, which is kind of weird. But also with like the normal Blu-ray, the slipcover had like a lenticular, so you can go between Billy Batson and Shazam. But anyway, I got the 4K, and that's all I care about, just because I just really want to own this movie. So as you can see here, the cover art is basically just the main poster for the movie, which, I don't mind because it's simple and it really works. And there's the backside with all that informational goodness. And if we just take off the slipcover here, and then we just open it up like so. So then over here you got your Blu-ray disc, and then your 4K disc with the cool little Shazam logo, which kinda matches my shirt actually. That's pretty cool. And of course, here's the digital download copy code. Who gets it first can have it. Enjoy yourself, but there's one quick thing I do want to address about these digital codes that I give away real quick like. So on my Instagram page, which you should totally go follow by the way, usually when I buy a movie that I plan to do a review on or an unboxing of, I'll post a photo of my purchase on my Instagram page, and a lot of times there'll be comments in those posts being like, hey man, could you spare the digital code, if you're not using it, it's like I scratch your back, you scratch my back. But the thing is, I usually reserve those codes for the videos here because I want to give, my YouTube audience a chance to get these things, not just some random people on Instagram. So if anybody comes from my Instagram page and, you're asking those kind of questions, typically, if I'm going to make a video, I'll have it out here, but if I'm just kind of posting for the sake of posting, like I'm not going to do a video on it, then I probably will more likely give those codes away to somebody on Instagram, like the first person that asks for it, basically. But the majority of the time, we save them for the videos, baby. So as usual, before we go any further, I'll tell you my quick thoughts on the movie itself. Now, I actually did do a full-on review of this when it came out a few months ago, so if you want my more in-depth thoughts, go check out that video here. But basically the rundown is I really enjoy this movie. Zachary Levi is just a blast to watch playing this superhero character. It's a child that turns into this mighty Superman-like character. The movie's basically just a combination of big plus Superman, and it just works really well. I love the family drama in there, with Billy Batson as adoptive mother, and just kind of the whole concept of family as a whole. I think it's just done really well. I think there's some really touching scenes that I feel like are kind of missing from some superhero movies, and I think overall this is just a really good example of how DC can make a really good solo film. But anywho, picture and sound quality, movie looks fantastic in 4K as per usual. And as far as the bonus content goes, unfortunately, it's a lot of your typical, little tiny featurettes and then deleted scenes and gag reel and things like that. But I actually did really enjoy watching these very streamlined featurettes because a lot of it is just B-roll of Zachary Levi being a total goofball on set, which is just really fun to watch. And the gag reel is also one of the funniest in a comic book movie that I've seen before. I really like that kind of stuff. But one really cool bonus feature that's on this Blu-ray is a little motion comic called Superhero Hooky, which is basically just like a tiny little mini sequel to the movie, right after the kids are all the Shazam family now. It's kind of like showing just one of their tiny little misadventures, basically, where Shazam gets in trouble for taking the kids out of school to go stop a bank robbery, so he has to act like Batman said, hey, we gotta go on a field trip with these youths. So, it's nothing groundbreaking or anything. It's basically just kind of like the length and quality of like one of those little comic books you'd get in a cereal box for promotional purposes, basically. But what makes it really cool is that Zachary Levi does voice Shazam in the motion comic itself, so that's really cool. I like it when they add those kind of quirky things like that. So, but overall, I am very pleased with this Blu-ray release of Shazam. I really love this movie. I can't wait to just watch it over and over again. I can't wait for more Shazam movies to come out. And yeah, like I've said before, if this movie and Aquaman and hopefully the upcoming Joker movie are any indication, The future of DC movies is quite bright. So, those are my thoughts on the Shazam 4K Blu-ray. If you guys picked up this movie, or if you've just straight up seen the movie, or if you're waiting to get found by a magical wizard who tells you to touch his magic staff and he'll give you wizard powers, let me know what's down below, and we'll see you on the Brockopp side.